Thanks so much, Mel. We have got the callers lined up across the nation, and thank you for emailing as well. Let's get right to it. Today's question, D, is...
Yeah, the question is, friends south of the border are talking about opening that U.S. economy again and trying to get things moving. But the Canadian government is saying, no, we're going to keep our borders closed for now. So what is your reaction to this, and what are your thoughts on this? Should we be reopening those borders, or should we kind of wait until everything has been kind of toned right down, flattened, and the government is saying, and the medical officers are saying it's okay to do it at that point? So first up, we're going to go to the phones, and Lina is joining us on the phone. Good morning, Lina.
Good morning, Lina. You're live. How are you?
I'm very good. How are you, Dina and Devo?
Oh, we're well. Thanks so much. Thanks so much for calling. Which side of this are you on? Because it's two very different approaches.
I'm going to say no. I don't think we're over the cusp yet. So judging by the numbers, we're not there yet.
Yeah, and it's that whole thing of economic risk versus public health risk, right? And it's weighing those options. And I think nothing takes precedent personally over people's lives and health, and people are still succumbing to this illness every single day. So I'm with you on that. How are you coping with all of this self-isolating?
We're doing pretty good. I mean, we only, go out when we need to for essentials. And, you do the board games, you play on the driveway, and you work from home.
Yeah, it's so hard. I know my in-laws, they're Serbian Orthodox, so they celebrate their Easter this weekend. So to everybody who's celebrating Easter this weekend, again, it's going to look very different as last weekend did as well. But thank you so much for taking the time to call and have your say, Lina. Stay safe. Thank you.
Have a great day. You too. Stay safe.
We've got an email.
Yeah, let's go to George. His email is very simple. Not until this virus is comfortable, under control. No, 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 no.
Making that clear, George, okay? Up next, we've got Brenda writing in. She says, no, do not open borders until COVID-19 is gone, or at the very least contained, so that it can be controlled, I guess, somewhat better.
Yeah.
Jan's live on the phone. Good morning, Jan.
Good morning. How are you?
We're well. How are you?
Yeah.
We're very good, and I want to say, please do not rush into anything. Better safe than sorry. Do not open the borders.
Yeah.
Yeah, and have you been coping okay? You doing the self-isolation thing? How's it been going for you?
It's been going very well. We self-isolate. We only walk the dog, go to the store only if absolutely necessary. We sit on our porch and enjoy the weather when it's a nice day. But we don't want to see the borders open too early. I think we need to wait.
And clearly your concern is a resurgence. You don't want to see those levels go back up and take that unnecessary risk, in your opinion, right?
This is my opinion, yes. If we do it too quickly, it's apt to just rise up again. And we need to beat this COVID-19, and Canadians be strong.
Thank you so much for having your say.
Jan,
Stay
appreciate
safe.
it. And we're going to get an email right here from Amanda. Amanda says, hey, everyone, hope you're all well. Longtime viewer. My common law partner went back to Washington, D.C. in March, and I am in Toronto. It sucks we can't be together at this moment, and I do support the border opening as soon as it's safe to do so. With that being said, I definitely do not want to be waiting months or even years to see him again, though, which I truly hope will not be the case, Amanda. And we've heard about situations like this where people have traveled and they weren't able to get back in time, or they need to be in certain places because of their job situations and things like that, and they can't get back to their homes or with their loved ones, and that's a little bit frustrating for a lot of people, right?
But Amanda, thank you for watching and writing, and that's what this show's all about. This forum, to be able to connect with the nation, is such an honor and privilege for us to hear real stories, real voices, because so often we get caught up in the news headlines, and all these personal stories really do help us get through and share.
Well, and understand what everyone's, because I would say we're in our own little bubbles right now. Everyone's got their own little bubble world all the time, right? You have your world that you live in, but right now, the playing field is the same for everybody else. And you are trying to manage the best you can in your world.
That's it. One day at a time, my friends. Beatrice is on the line. Good morning, Beatrice. You are live across the country with Dina and Devo. How are you?
Good morning. I'm fine.
It's so good to hear from you. So what is your stance on this? Do you think we should hold off and wait? Go ahead.
Oh, definitely not. I don't think we should open the borders yet till they have it under control and there's more testing done. In Canada as well, we definitely need more testing.
Yeah, there's still so much we're learning about this virus, how it spreads. There's treatments, that are mentioned every day. They need to do those sample control studies. They're not really able to do that until time passes to see what works and for who. And it takes time, right? So you're saying you are willing to take as long as is required.
Yes. definitely.
Okay, stay well. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Next up, we have an email from Karen. Karen sounding off online saying, good morning. I believe we need to do what is right for Canada. We should not listen to President Trump as he was late in starting, and this is way too early to open the border. Our truckers, my son being one of them, and essential workers are still crossing, and that is enough till we are sure it is safe. That's from Karen again. Thank you for that.
Thank you for all those frontline workers doing what they do to make sure we get our essential goods and we're able to get what we need to be able to self-isolate as safely as we can.
The truckers, you know, they've got a tough job, especially with a lot of businesses closing down, you know, trying to go to the bathroom, trying to get snacks and meals on the road while they're doing that. It's very difficult at this time. So we do appreciate it. We understand. We can't comprehend because we don't live what you're living, but we do understand that you are doing a lot, and we appreciate it.
One more caller on the line. It's Vicky calling in this morning. Good morning, Vicky. You are live across this beautiful nation. How are you doing?
Good morning. I'm okay. How are you guys?
We're well. It's so good to hear from you. We love connecting like this. I think it's awesome. So how have you been managing so far in self-isolation?
I've been managing. I've been home for 5 weeks. I had to shut my business down. And, you know, just saying it's hard. And, you know, it's the hardest part, I guess, not being able to spend time with my granddaughter.
I know. Can I ask, what was your business?
A hair salon.
Hair salon. But I'm anticipating that once things go back to, you know, they loosen the restrictions and go back to a new normal, that all your, you know, clients, that's the first thing they're going to want to do is the fresh roots, fresh hair.
They've been saying now, even now that I keep in touch with most of them anyway.
Yes.
Are you talking them through some haircuts and things like that? Because I've seen a lot of people doing that online now, too, as well.
No, I haven't done that, no.
Well, maybe you could do that. Yeah, you could start teaching them sessions like on the phone.
I'll have more of a mess to deal with when I get back.
That's true. It's going to be more work because people like myself trying to cut our own hair,
right?
it could get a little messy out there.
So what is your take then in all of this? Are you still willing, even though you said you had to shut down your business for now, are you willing to see this through, or would you like to go back as soon as possible? And what do you think in terms of border restrictions?
No, I don't think we should open the borders. I think we should take time. You know, just time out, you know, just think, because that's the way it's thing. If we were more careful with the people that were coming in and where they were going at the beginning, you know, just it wouldn't have been, you know, just bad as it is. So anyway, I just, you know, as I said, I just like to take time, even though my business is thing, and I would like to see one of them being one of the first ones to be allowed to go back.
Yeah.
Vicky, thank you so much for calling.
We do appreciate you calling in, Vicky.
The only good thing is watching you guys.
Thank
you're
you.
the best.
Vicky, what's your granddaughter's name? You got to say hi to her.
I don't know if she'll be watching. It's Nicoletta.
Nicoletta,
Well,
buongiorno a tutti. Stay well. Vicky, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Ciao. Okay, so that was amazing. It seems like everybody's on the same side of it over here anyway, from what we heard today.
Yeah.